Yeah, yeah, I love that chant. Don't you? Don't you just love it? I do. Anyway, good morning, Wisconsin. It is Sunday, February 20th, 2011. Day 6 now of the protest against Governor Walker's war on organized labor. And my oh my, is it snowing outside. But please don't make the mistake of thinking that that will stop the square. A little snow? We love it. We love it. We live it. This is our element. By morning, there will be Scott Walker snowmen all over downtown Madison. Not that I'm encouraging anyone to do that, of course, because that would be wrong. Just kidding. Do it. Do it for me, Madison. Do it for me. And who am I, you might ask? Brothers and sisters, I am the night. I am vengeance. I am a Union thug. I am the liberal who rides the perpetual gravy train, contributing to the destruction of America and our submission to foreign powers. I am he who Rush Limbaugh calls a freeloader, and I am the reason for the tears on Glenn Beck's guitar. That's what they want you to think anyway. And I should know, I'm on their newsletter. It's either those things or, oh, what else does the national media say about us? Oh, right, that we're spoiled public employees who don't want to contribute more to our healthcare and pensions. CNN seems to believe that we're mainly a bunch of teachers. And hey, those teachers, what right do they have to complain? They have like the easiest jobs in the world, and they get summer vacation. I know, right? Bastards. Of course, there's all this national media talking about us, but very few of them actually talk to us. They like to stick to their labels and preconceived notions, you see. Oh yes, this country loves its labels and preconceived notions. The left is guilty of that too. Oh, they're so guilty of it. Oh, those guys there, those guys are just a bunch of dirty Republicans. Look at them, with their fancy suits and short hair and impeccable grooming. Rich people hating on the poor. Faux show. Faux show. So, let's get the labels out of the way fast. I am not actually a union thug, since I'm not even in a union. I'm not a public employee. I'm not a Democrat. I mean, I'm not even a liberal. I do oppose Imperial Walker and his agenda for my fair city and our great state, but I don't hate Republicans. Actually, quite the opposite. I have a lot of respect for the Republican Party in general. And shouldn't we all, in general? They are the beast to the beauty, the Luigi to the Mario. And come on, Luigi is awesome. He's green. Yeah, we love green, don't we? It's way better than color than red. So much better than red. And Luigi stomps those Nazi mushrooms, and he saves Princess America with the best of them. Republicans are the other side of the national identity. They're an integral component of the great debate. I think we tend to forget that in all the hatred seething through this country's veins. We owe them the Bill of Rights, The Republicans are just the modern-day continuation of the Anti-Federalists who attended the Constitutional Convention in 1787, in the same way that the Democrats are the continuation of the Federalists who are responsible for the Constitution proper. These two sides, they keep each other in check and always have, and that's a great thing. That debate is who we are. So let's get back to who I am. I'm just a citizen of Madison, Wisconsin, born and raised, 24 years old. That's all. The media is invading our city, broadcasting their version of the story all across the world. They don't care about us, man, because, see, they're here for the story, and their job is the story. They come here to use us for their own ends, to push their own agendas, Democratic and Republican alike. That's why we don't have a voice. They don't really care. But I promise you, I care. I love this city. I love this state. You, ladies and gentlemen, are my people, and I have never felt prouder to be one of you than I have in these last 6 days. If people all around the world are so interested in knowing what's happening here in our capital square, I think that's great. They can get it here, from the source, from ground zero, because that is precisely where I am. Over the next few broadcasts, we will be discussing the situation in more detail. We'll talk about Scott Walker, who he is, what he's planning, and how we'll beat him. We'll clear up some misconceptions. We'll provide updates. And most importantly, we'll be organizing our resistance effort right here. I know it's hard. There are doubts, there's desperation, there's uncertainty about what's going to happen. I know people are wondering how in the world we can possibly win this thing. I know that, man. I understand it. I understand it really well. But look, if you feel that way, just look to the Capitol. Look to the Capitol and listen to our voices inside, and listen to our voices around the square. We're pretty loud. You shouldn't have too much trouble, I promise. As long as our voices are unsilenced, we will always overcome. Don't forget that. This is the first broadcast of the Voice of Wisconsin Resistance. Until next time, solidarity. Solidarity Madison, solidarity Wisconsin. Here we go, boys and girls.